Hello and welcome back to the channel, Supercoach Challenges. And today, well, we're going to be looking at this big disaster of an issue, which is Clayton Oliver. So luckily, I actually haven't brought him into the team yet, but he was the choice I was going to go with this week. And with the teams coming out, we found out that he's actually not going to play. So now this is why we're probably not picking Clayton Oliver this year. Which makes it really hard because we want to have a finished team by the end of this. And it looks like this is something we haven't seen with Clarry before, is the fact that these injuries are just carrying on and on with him. We're just not seemingly going to be able to get him in the team because I'm wanting to finish the team. And I feel like dragging on a premium pick is going to make it hard. And I feel like I'm going to have to make these picks to make the team work soon. Because if we leave and we wait for Clarry, he might not even be next week at this point. I mean, they keep saying, "Oh, I'm definitely going to be here next week," and then another injury comes up, and then we get to the selection time, and then he's not in the team, and it's just looking like it's going to drag on. And I feel for the people who held Clarry, thinking that the hammy injury was only going to be a 1 to 2 weekend. It was through the bye, so it was going to be able to be held. But now it just looks like it's becoming the worst case situation where he's just not going to be back even until after the buys, which means that you've probably lost a few points over that period that you probably could have got by getting any premium in that you could afford at the time. But I think now you're kind of stuck in that situation where, I mean, you just kind of have to hold him. I think trades are probably too low. I think that players or the timing is just wrong. I think that trading him out means that unless you're going to go to like an Ollie Ones or something and make 150k, it just seems like it's probably not a trade you're going to want to make. And you've held him this long, so you might as well just keep holding him. And it puts us in quite a hard position because I now don't know what I'm going to do with this. And yeah, I don't know how we're going to really finish this team. Maybe it's, do I hold another week? I mean, what if I bring Oliver out? I just have Dawson and Cameron. I mean, it's not the worst case thing, but I don't know what our on-field looks like. If we take Clarry out and we bring in a bias, we've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, probably 15. See, we don't know if Sean Darcy's playing, which means that Briggs has been a bit of a miss as well. 17, 18, probably 19. Is that 19? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 players. And I kind of want a 19, but I do feel like there are going to be a lot of teams that don't have 19. So I guess it's not all bad. If we look at who else is playing this week, really there's no one else I want other than like Zach Merritt, maybe. Even he's pretty expensive now. Like you're only saving what, 30k? And with Parrish coming back, his scoring could drop off a little bit, which is why I also don't like it. We could go Dunkley, which is actually probably a decent pick, but you're paying 40k more. And I don't like that either. I mean, the other choices are what? Caleb Sarong. It's just nothing. I mean, if Took was back, maybe, but he's not looking like back to around 18 anyway. And yeah, it's just not great. Yeah, not great. So I'm gonna have to probably think this one through. And maybe if we do get 18 on field, I'm just gonna go for someone in round 15 and just go from there. Josh Kelly, even 612, like just not worth it. They're just really not anything that's worth it. Maybe, yeah, just not much worth it. So that's kind of where we're at. I think this has been really dreadful for a lot of people. And it's making it really, really hard. It's like, this has been one of those years where there's been so many like whether it's suspensions with like Sicily not getting off, like a lot of people be stuck with that. And if they're stuck with Clarry as well, thinking he was going to play this week, man, this round is an absolute like horror show. Like if I was seeing in some groups people saying they might only have 14 players. 14 players. Um, yeah, like say that's like 60 points each player if we're saying in a minimum, like that's 240 points they're losing. And if it gets up to 80 points is what? 4 times 8 is what? 8, 16, 24, 30, 320. Yeah. There you go. So that is kind of where we're at. Like I like a Butters. There's a lot of plays I would like, but um, it's just a bit hard with their buys. And now it kind of makes me just want to wait and see, which kind of sucks because our bench sucks. I think Chesser could actually play, so I probably should put him on or try and fit him on anyway. So I think if he does play, I could go Petrarca, I guess. I mean, that is an option, or I could go cheaper and get some value. I mean, and I think what I'll do in the second part of this is kind of discuss some options with that. But for now, what we'll do is we'll bring back forward in, go like this. Because I think Chincotta needs to go, and Horn France is just losing money now, so he can go as well. And Ford's probably got the lowest break even out of those three. So, yeah, and I mean, like, also the issues we got fucking Steel to deal with. So that's great. Yeah, just, I don't know, it's just hard to read a play. Seems to just be injured. Like, really, I mean, this week's going to be hard as well. Hopefully, maybe West Coast, he opens up a bit. It doesn't look likely. So, yeah. Oh, it's a hard week. Well, I mean, luckily we've got 18, maybe 19, because I could probably get Chesser on. That's what, 19 at worst. If maybe somehow gets a game, it's 20. So hopefully Darcy plays. If Darcy doesn't play, we're probably going to be forced to make a trade. To who I'm so unsure. Like 4 trades left. It's not really what you want. I guess I could go 3 next week. And once again, if we go back to looking at this as a full team and bring everyone on, we got 2 forward line players at least that we need. Yeah, probably 2 to 3 forward line players, maybe. I mean, I got Humphrey and Fife here, don't I? So realistically, those 2 could go here, and then it's. I mean, we could have a 3-player loop. Oh, sorry about that. It's a bit late. But yeah, I mean, Steele's not ideal. He's probably the one we're stuck with the most that kind of sucks. But I'm probably going to hopefully get Himmelberg and, yeah, kind of work it out from there. So let's optimize that. And that's why we're probably not getting Clarry this year, which sucks. Like, I don't know. It's going to be hard. I could get him next week. I probably would. But yeah, I just wanted him to play one game and then lose some money, which was hopefully like everyone was thinking he was going to be back week before the bye, but he wasn't. And then they got through the bye and he's still not playing. So it's just, I mean, it's hard to trust that, isn't it? Really, really hard to trust that. And yeah, as I said, I feel for the people who have Sicily and him. But yeah, sorry, this has been a little bit of a rant about, or more just talking about Clarry, but yeah, big news that have come out of the teams tonight. So let's get on to maybe more of our scheduled viewing. So what I kind of want to talk about is with this, and I might actually just cut this video here and do another one. I think because we'll just do Clarry choices, and then we'll get into this video. So what I'll do is I'll cut it off here. Thanks for watching the video. that was kind of just an update on the team, I guess. And we'll see what we can do and see if we can figure something out. But at the moment, I'm thinking I'm not going to trade and maybe just reevaluate next week. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.